Once upon a time, there was a place of carved stone faces. A man with a lantern lay sleeping a dreamless sleep. The man knew nothing. One day, the man woke up. He rubbed the dried ink caked over his eyes and opened them. Around him, he saw other people stirring, and beyond, a horizon of unbroken darkness. A woman approached the man with the lantern. Her soft hand reached out to him. They had no words. They were a mystery to each other. Suddenly, a monster emerged from the darkness, its eyes wild with hunger. It attacked. The people were no match for the monster. It tore their flesh and crushed their bones between its teeth. Some it devoured whole. Overcome with terror and grief, the man with the lantern collapsed to the ground. Cold stone noses pushed into his side. There was no escape. But the man did not want to die. Desperately grasping at the cold stone faces, he felt a crack and tore at it with all his might. A piece of stone came free. It was sharp and deadly. The man with the lantern scrambled to his feet, his weapon clenched in his fist. He took a deep breath and roared into the darkness. Somewhere, in the place of stone faces, nameless men and women stand together. They have nothing but a need to survive and a lantern to light their struggle. The 4 survivors fight back against the beast. They barely hang on for their lives in this struggle for survival. The lion was not expecting a fight. In the beginning, they managed to catch it off guard, wounding it a few times. But then the beast reeled. It performed a clever ploy, dangerously batting one of our heroes away, then roaring triumphantly as it gets the upper hand. The roar pierces the ears of all 4 survivors. Their ears bleed from the sound it makes. This left an opening in their defenses. As one tried to attack, the skillful creature dodged, and immediately grabbed a survivor and dragged her away, then proceeded to maul her. Luckily, our survivors felt a strange power within their stone weapons. One threw their rock and managed to pierce the white lion in its temple. The lion, now wounded, is left open to attack, but not for long. Within a blow or two, it reels, again dodging a blow before running off and grabbing our poor mauled survivor once more, this time destroying her back in the process. The temple wound on the monster returned, and the survivors all threw their remaining stones, cutting the beast's guts and shredding its glorious shimmering mane. The beast was now close to death, as the red-haired survivor closes in, finishing this god of death off in 2 mighty blows, using only her fist and teeth. The survivors gather over the carcass of the beast. They look to each other, and they know what must be done. They harvest the creature for parts, for food, anything they can obtain. They then look around and only see darkness and death around them. There was nothing here for them any longer. Eventually, our survivors stumble upon a shimmer of light, what appears to be a gigantic lantern horde. There, they find other scared survivors. Eventually, the survivor with a broken back shambles forward. With nothing left to lose, she musters the courage and finds language. She speaks the first word. Schmuckies! And thus the word became their home. The Lantern Horde of Schmuckies. The first 4 survivors learn this new language from their leader and decide to come up with names. Something inside me says I should be named Charlie, and Danger? That was dangerous. But I loved it. I decide my name is Charlie Danger. My hair is red. just like the blood of the monsters I rip and tear. I shall go with ginger wood, strong like that wood we saw on our way here. Chub River Bong. Those words feel right. I like these sounds. These are now my sounds. Fatal armpit! Yeah, that seems fair. Those words have no meaning yet, but they sound good for you. With that, Farto goes to ponder the meaning of existence at the Lantern Horde. The other survivors then deal out orders in order to better their survival chances. They invent something to keep them safe. 4 walls and a roof make a hovel. With these hovels they build craft stations, a skinnery, a bonesmith, and an organ grinder. Using these they develop weapons and armor with what little resources they could scrounge from the dead monster. A new bone dagger and a bone axe, as well as a headband made of raw hide. The darkness surrounds them in a sea of nothingness. But at least now they have light, they have friends, and they have home.